Hi folks, my name is Robbie and I budget my paychecks weekly in YNAB or You Need a Budget. Now if you've read the title to this video, you'll notice that it says New Year, New Budget, and that's exactly what I did. For the new year, I started a new budget. So welcome to New Year, New Life. Okay, well, I fought every instinct I have that told me to just go ahead and start a new budget for the new year. I don't know why. There was nothing wrong with my old budget, but the reason I was waiting to start a new budget is I was waiting for some kind of big life change. Well, you know what? You just kind of gotta make your own big life changes. So I decided that this new year, 2021, is going to be the start of another step in my life change that I started a year ago. And in my old budget, I didn't have a full year's information. I only had back as far as June. That's why I decided not to do a year-end review. But I wanted a fresh new start with a whole year's worth of data. So at the end of this year, I could look back and see how far I've gotten. Now, I went through and I created a whole new budget. I put everything back in. I put back in all my goals. I rebudgeted my money, and I had to go through and make sure everything reconciled and getting 5 days worth of information put back in there. Now I do have several things that are different. Like I've got some new accounts over here. I am moving away from Ally. I'm getting rid of my checking account and my savings account with them. The checking account was really just in case I needed quick access to my money. And I'm moving all the money I had in Ally to a local bank. And I'm actually going to be trying to get away from my other local bank. I want to switch banks. I'm not happy with them. I'm going to keep my account open until July when I finish with my credit builder loan, and then I'll cash out that CD, and I'll transfer all of my money over. Now, I've opened a cash management account that I'm wanting to use as kind of my main account if things work out right for me. But I'm having a little bit of trouble with it. I'm going to have to wait and call the company, I guess first part of the next week to see what the problem is. But other than that, up here, everything is pretty much the same. Now everything is virtually the same. I mean, virtually, I didn't change a whole lot, except for some of my stuff in my sinking funds. I've still got my giving and tithes. Now I put my Wadi Moon authoring back up here where it belonged, giving and tithes, so that I'll be mindful of it. I've got I didn't put one credit card in because I'm not using it, and I keep trying to cancel it. And I finally decided I'm just going to have to send in a snail mail letter to the company and make them cancel it. Because it's a crappy card with a low limit, and it has a $95 a year annual fee that's billed monthly, and I don't want to fool with that. All of my immediate obligations are the same. Nothing's changed there. Everything is the same here. The only difference is I'm going to start tracking how much I'm paying to interest and how much I'm paying to the balance on my EIDL loan, and of course to my student loan and things like that. I did try this month. I made a bigger payment just to see how much went to fees and how much went to it's not actually going to the principal, it's going to the interest. And it's the same thing. It's 85% goes to the interest and 15% goes to fees. So I'm just going to wait until July when this will be out of rehabilitation to start my more aggressive pay down on the student loans. I don't want to pay any more fees than I have to. Anything extra I have, I will throw at the this other loan, my EIDL loan. Other than that, I just have my credit builder loan. In my living expenses, pretty much everything is the same. I did add a personal care. Normally I would get that stuff out of my grocery budget, but I decided just to break it out into its own category. Excuse me, big yawn there. I decided to break it out into its own category because I have been ordering some stuff like that from Amazon, and I just didn't want to dip into my grocery budget for Amazon purchases. I changed medical expenses to health and wellness. I still have health care out of pocket. I do plan at some point, once I'm able to start saving more towards my out of pocket to at least either to cover my deductible or cover my entire out of pocket. Of course, I've got my haircut, and then I added work-related expenses, and I'm not budgeting to this lad, but this is just so I can track spending, and if I need to inflow a reimbursement, I can. Under unexpected miscellaneous, I've got my change jar, of course. I don't have anything in it right now, but stuff I forgot to budget for, I've just put a little bit in there, $50 in case I miss something, in case anything unexpected comes up. Cash holding, I had $8 and I spent $6 today, so I got $2 left in my wallet. I changed, renamed bank holding to holding carry forward, so that in case I need to put some money there and carry forward into the new month. And thumbs up to Barlow. I borrowed that name from her. Just for fun, it's pretty much exactly the same. Dining out, fast food and snacks, family breakfast. Fun money, I'm not funding any fun money right now. What I would consider my fun money is any little crap I'm buying from Amazon. Let's see, clothing and shoes. I'm not funding anything for that right now because I'm funding it somewhere else at the moment, and I'll explain in a few moments, of course. Books, and shopping. Now, I did have shopping broke out into like tech purchases and impulse purchases and books, and I didn't gain anything from that, so I've just stuck it back under shopping. Excuse me, I'm real tired. I'm yawning like crazy. Hopefully I can cut these yawns out. My true expenses, that's all the same. I just went back and funded whatever I had still funded. Now, the only thing incorrect here is this has still not come out of my bank. I called my insurance company about that. It's just yearly dues, and they send me a goofy magazine that I don't even read, but I have to pay it. But for some reason it hasn't come out yet. I put the transaction in, so I'm going to call them, and if they don't, if it hasn't come out by middle of next week, I'm just going to go by and pay it in person. My post office box. Now, this may change. I think I'm going to move my post office box to a different post office, so I may have to go ahead and next month go ahead and prepay another year and then cancel the other one. Antivirus, insurance, driver license, registration, all that good stuff. Now, the reason I haven't broke out all of my transportation related stuff all into one group together is I just don't think I would get any more benefit from it being like that. I like to have my yearly expenses funded together, and my car repair, I like to have that in my sinking funds and things like that. And I like to have my gasoline in my stuff for weekly expenses. So I just like keeping it separate. YNAB, of course. Funding for a new pair of glasses this year. This is for the Antique Association, Antique Tractor Club. I belong to, saving for next year's dues. I just paid last year's and this year's dues together. Uninteresting story, doesn't really matter. Christmas, I've set my Christmas goal at $500 this year. I'm not having funding anything this month. I may wait until next month before I actually start funding it. Gifts non-Christmas, of course. I'm not funding anything right now because this is mainly for birthdays. And I don't have any family birthdays coming up until the first part of April. So I'll probably just wait until next month or March to start funding that. Taxes for quarter one. I just finished paying my quarter four taxes from last year. I only had about I'd missed it by about $15, and then I had to pay $15 the other day just to catch up. But right now I'm sitting at about $95, and I adjust this goal basically weekly, and then I just play catch up until it's due. Sinking funds are still named Sunday, maybe. Now, I did, I don't have my LASIK or my moving out fund in here because I'm going to push back moving out for another year, and that's just, that's my parents just, because of something I've got going on, they just thought it'd be a good idea if I stuck around for at least another year, because I do help them. I mean, they need help. I help them, and I do pay rent. I am a loser who's living with my parents at 47, but I'm not just a loser who's living with my parents at 47. And the reason why is right here, new job expenses. And the news is I've had a job offer. Now, it is contingent on a few things. Mainly, it's contingent on a public trust clearance. That's like a security clearance, but it's not like secret or top secret or anything. But the job is with a government contractor that contracts for several branches of the Department of Justice. But the thing about it is I won't be going to work for the contractor themselves to begin with. I'll be going to work for a tech contractor, which is basically just a temp agency, but better. I'll be working for them for 6 months at this contractor, and then hopefully it can turn into a full-time job with the contractor themselves. They're having to do some surge hiring because of higher demand due to more people working from home. What it is they do, I don't know if I mentioned it a second ago, it's a help desk support job. That's pretty much it. Now, the offer was made Tuesday of this week, and I started filling out paperwork for a criminal background check, and I went Wednesday to do a drug screen, and they're still doing the regular criminal background check on me, and I don't know when I would start doing the paperwork and the procedure for the public trust clearance, but like I say, it's still only a tentative offer. I am hopeful, but there is something that could be a roadblock for me. Now, I was upfront about it, and the tech contractor, I guess they don't see it to be a problem. But what it is, and I've talked about this before, is my student loan. I have a student loan. Well, so it's 4 student loans. They're small. They're grouped together that are in default, and that's a big problem for government contractors and government jobs But the fact is independent of this, back in August, I started a loan rehabilitation program, and I've made 5 of the 9 required payments to bring my loans out of default and have them returned to a regular servicer. Now I can provide them with the documentation of the 5 payments and the repayment agreement I have, and hopefully that will keep it from being a roadblock. I don't think I have anything else that would trip it up. But so just if you pray for me. If not, if you could just send all your good karma my way that you can, that hopefully this works out for me, because it's for what I've been being paid for the past couple of years. It's quite a big jump in pay. Now it's not really high pay, but it's doubling what it's more than doubling what I made in 2019, and it's tripling what I made from my regular work in 2020, with the COVID shutdown. I mean, I did get some unemployment this year that really helped out. But it's a big raise for me, and it would be a W-2 position, what I was really wanting, and a chance to, start saving for retirement, things like that. Now, something sneaking up under here. I was going to wait to talk about that, but speaking of retirement, let me skip on down, and 2 things I've done. Now, this week, I have read I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi, and I hope I'm saying his name correctly. It's an excellent book. Excellent book. I really enjoyed it. It's a lot of great information. And, with my new outlook, I've decided that when somebody gives you good advice, you follow it. So I've been following the advice in his book. Now, I'd basically already done step 1, which is get all your credit card debt paid off. And then I've got basically every bill that I can have on auto pay, I have on auto pay, and have all my credit cards on auto pay, even though I do pay my credit cards off weekly. The 2 main ones that I use, I have everything else off on auto pay, and then you're supposed to actually open an IRA and start funding it. Now, I've opened the IRA. It's with Fidelity, and I've also opened the the cash management account with Fidelity, and I'm having trouble getting my bank account linked. I did finally get set up today to where the CMA was set up, and I've deposited a check to it for $50 that I can transfer to the Roth IRA just to get it started. I won't be able to start contributing a lot until I start another job, but it's a start. No matter what small I did, I started, and I'm going to try to contribute at least $25 to $50 every month until, of course, I start a new job, and then I plan to start contributing 10% of every paycheck to it. Now, also, M1 Finance. This week I was watching Gen Z. Shout out to Gen Z. I was watching her Insta story, and she mentioned that somebody used her referral link for M1 Finance. So I got to looking at M1 Finance because I've heard them talk about it before, and it's like they have a great referral thing this month, that if you use someone's referral link, put in $100, after 30 days you get $30. I mean, that's a 30% return on $100 investment. So, I'm going to stick it in there. I'm going to leave it in there. And later, when I get in a better position and, start getting funded into my Roth, and if I got the little extra money, I'm going to keep putting some extra money into M1. But the main thing I did it is for the 30% return on a $100 investment, and also, Gen Z is supposed to get, I think, $30 out of it too. I'm not sure, but let me go back now to my someday maybe. Now, I did change. I've got the new job expenses. If I start new work, I'm gonna have some expenses because I doubt I'll be able to wear blue jeans in an office environment. So I already wear decent nice shirts to work, but I've been wearing blue jeans for years to work, mainly because I crawl around on the floor, and sometimes I'll get dirty, and I'm probably going to need to get some more. I mean, I have some sets of casual pants, but I'm probably going to need to get some more pants, and I want to get at least another pair of just like leather shoes. I've only got like one pair that I wear to church, and I want setting aside some money to do that. And now I'm going to do a 1 month buffer, and that's not contingent on anything. That's what I'll be doing. I don't know how long it's going to take me. It'll be a lot quicker when I get another job, but I'm going to start saving up for a 1 month buffer, not just being funded a month ahead. I'm going to try to have a second month ahead. And by the way, shout out to Holly. Got a little tip from her. Putting a star beside what I'm going to be working on and funding at the moment. After I get my second month buffer, I'm going to start working on a job replacement fund, which is what I figure would be 3 months worth of expenses. Right now, I try to keep my expenses under $1,500 for a month, which is actually usually more than I'm earning. Sometimes I hit $1,500-$1,600, but like lately I've only been hitting $1,200, and it's hard. But I'm hopeful about this job, and hopefully that it's going to work out. On down now, these are my already funded sinking funds. I've got $1,000 in car repair, $350 for new brakes. I don't exactly need the new brakes yet, but it's going to be time soon. I just wanted to go ahead and have it funded. $600 for my next set of tires. This is mainly because, other than car repairs, tires and battery have only been really my only real emergencies. And I do have my $1,000 emergency fund. Now, I was putting the interest from my savings account in there, but I think I'm going to just move that little bit of change up to, I wasn't doing that right, up to the change jar. And that'll just leave it at an even $1,000. And of course, I have my savings and investment. I just talked about that. Now, I do have Wish Farm and Wish List, but right now they're empty. I probably will fund some Wish List and Wish Farm items, but it's not my focus right now. My focus really for the next 6 months is I'm just going to stay in conservation mode until I get another job. And when I get another job, hopefully it's this one with the 6 month contract, I'm just going to save for 6 months as much as I can. Now, I can't promise I'm not going to deviate and do a little bit of Amazon shopping, But, for the most part, I'm going to save for 6 months, and hopefully I'll get the full-time job at the end of 6 months. But if not, I'll have even more savings to fall back on while I'm job hunting again. Anyway, that is my new budget. I'm going to stop this here, and I'm going to do another video for my budgeting of my paycheck. Now, I would like to say, first off, if you listened, watched for this long, thank you very much. I also want to thank my subscribers. I've looked and I've gotten, last I looked, I was at 75 subscribers, and thank you. I'm surprised 75 people want to hear what I have to say or watch my videos, let alone the 5 people that I know of that watch them, But thank you, and for those of you that are watching, if you have not tried YNAB, there'll be a link in the description for a 34-day free trial of YNAB. Now, I'm not pushing it because I get paid if you sign up or anything like that, but just it really is a life-changing program, not just the program, but the methodology behind it. And like I say, it can't hurt to try it for 34 days. If you don't like it or if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't cost you anything. But if you do subscribe, I will get a free month and you will get an additional free month. And who doesn't love a free month? Okay, well, that's going to be it. And I will see you folks in the next video.